Hi, my name is Xhyra Graf, and we're here in the Second Life offices of NoumenArt. NoumenArt is an organization that has a virtual environment focused on transhumanist fine arts research at the intersection of cultural preservation and consciousness studies. We are doing work in the area of applied aesthetics, and that's based on using theories in applied ethics and social science theories of a participatory democracy in digital cultural preservation. So we have two initiatives. We will be working on digitally preserving cultural and spiritual heritage of mostly indigenous cultures, and also some work in transhumanism on the ideas of a singularity and the possibility of mind upload. So in general, our mission is to advance research and education, concentrating on the theoretical and the practical groundwork of digitally representing spiritual and cultural artifacts, provide an integrated methodology using current technology and working with developing technology for virtual world assimilations of real world concepts. And we wish to reinforce the comprehensive epistemic objectives of preserving memory digitally. So right now we're in the Second Life office, which is on the virtual Montmartre build next to virtual Harlem. It's a arts area dedicated to artists and art happenings. But we are currently developing the virtual environment on Military Open Simulator Enterprise Strategy, MOSES. It's a project of the U.S. Army Simulation Training and Technology Center in Florida, and it's an exploratory effort designed to evaluate the ability of Open Simulator to provide independent and secured access to a virtual environment. So at the end, somewhere in the future, we hope to encapsulate the development on MOSES into having a standalone virtual environment for the NoumenArt Center for Applied Aesthetics. Now, at this point, the NoumenArt virtual environment, or the simulations, have three parts. There will be the NoumenArt Museum and Gallery, which is a living museum, meaning that it will document the work of living artists. Mostly at the beginning, we'll concentrate on artists from the Alto Tietê region of Brazil, including display of rituals, artist video, and performance spots. This is done in partnership with the City of Suzano, Secretary of Culture, and the American Museum for Creole Cultures. There will also be some work done in Jamaica with the Rastafarian religion and Jamaican artists, and in Australia with Aboriginal art. Another section of the NoumenArt Center for Applied Aesthetics will be what's called a cosmoscope, which is a simulation of mine as the executive director of my working environment, which is about 150 acres of wooded area, duplicating it and the objects in it, including the workshops and land art, as a kind of encapsulated project towards duplicating the environment around me to work towards a place of training for possible upload of my mind. This includes things like bots for interaction with visitors and objects, that kind of thing. And also there will be a general education area, the actual Center for Applied Aesthetics, which has right now a conference center, the gallery, and some other areas. Now, a part of our initiative is to document artist work, specifically work that is related to either self-identified by the artist or by our organization, self-identified as having something to do with consciousness and specific types of altered conscious experience, like flow experience, insights, mystical or non-dual experience during the creative process. Here on the Second Life build, we have 9 artists that contributed to the Flow exhibition, contributed paintings, drawings, and sculpture. I'm going to list their names. There was Alete Burgé from the US, Pip Brant from the US, Alicia Falcone from Argentina, Luisa Mesa from Cuba, Josie Polet from Belgium, Policarpo Ribeiro from Brazil, Nathalie Sebregts from the Netherlands, Ricardo Triana from-Colombia, and Tonietta Walters from Jamaica. So 9 international contemporary fine artists who contributed their work to the Flow exhibition, allowed it to be duplicated in the virtual environment. The artists were requested to submit work that either exemplified Flow in the artwork itself, or they felt that they reached a Flow experience while creating the artwork. And so these are spread throughout the 3 floors of our office here in Second Life. And so we'll be having annual calls to artists and having them focus on certain types of altered states of consciousness. People in a kind of experience that is kind of fuzzy. We want to try and capitalize on the technology that is there already in virtual worlds and develop it according to what's best for preserving memory. So I'd like to talk about some of the ways that the virtual world capabilities are used, both current and what's planned for the future. So under builds, or the objects that are in the virtual world, currently the NoumenArt Center has an import of OpenVCE based OAR, including some free OpenSim objects and my own personal creations or builds. In the future, it's intended to do an advanced rebuild of the entire simulation, including mesh imports and digitally generated virtual world artworks and installations. So, I mean, at this point, there are some installations, and there is one mesh import, but it's intended to include more mesh in the simulation. As far as scripting and programming, currently there are scripts within the objects, including timed movement, avatar interaction, giving things to avatars, chatting to the avatars, like the simulation, chatting to them with text, and things like that. In the future, there will be bots, interactive avatars that are automated, and database interactivity, web information that's automatically pulled into the simulation. As for the terrain, currently it's manually terraformed, or some general terrains that are available and uploaded as OAR. Future, there will be duplication or generation of the real-world topography for the duplication of my working area. Right now, there is a duplication of the area, but there is some scaling that needs to be done, and things like that. And Mediana Prim is currently there. So there's web slides, web pages, Flickr, YouTube videos, and things like that already in the simulation. As far as other things, there is QR codes within the simulation for mobile interactivity. So what happens is a QR code pops up on the screen, and if someone wants to, they can use that to put on their mobile phones so they can access the web things that are connected to the simulation. So in the future, there'll be other mobile and augmented reality technology. At this point, Unity has a development tool. So in future, there would be more mobile interactivity. Right now, there is a Pandora bot that's named after my partner in Second Life, Marcus Poesis, and I'm working with LIDA, which is another program for artificial general intelligence. So those are the capabilities, things that will help to make the experience within the simulations more immersive and interactive. So thank you for visiting with me today at the Second Life offices for NoumenArt. We will probably have some future videos talking about the artists and the development of NoumenArt. Have a great day.